your mark. Get set. Each step you take this morning represents hope. I know just listening to Ann's story took me to a different place. The last thing I ever want in the city of Framingham is anyone to feel unsafe, anyone to feel lonely and unsupported. And I am so grateful to Voices Against Violence that this has been a mainstay for people can find a sanctuary that will protect them, that will help them, that will support them, and know that this organization has a friend in the mayor of the city of Framingham.
I tried not to be in situations that would trigger his rage. If we did go to a social event, I paid extra attention to him, making sure that he thought he was the most important person in the room. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. The end for me was when I was afraid for my life. It happened days after being physically assaulted. He was mad and enraged, and he said, "How would you like it if I killed you?" And sadly, that's not the first time he said that to me. But this is the first time that I started thinking he could. And I'm looking around the room and I'm seeing this heavy candle holder and I'm like, is he going to use that? Or am I going to use that to defend myself? Vicky from Voices Against Violence, when she talked to me, she was amazing. She's just, I'd never been through this before, but she has. She's educated, she has the right things to say to me. She knew my case was a certain high level risk case and knew what to do about that. She got me in for an appointment. I've cried in front of her, crying in front of her now, cry in front of her again, I'm sure. But she comes to court with me. She just has this strength, and she always reminds me, she'll say at the end, what are you doing for yourself? Tell me something you're proud of. And I'm not used to just taking care of me, so it's important that anybody out there just kind of takes a moment to take care of themselves.
Domestic violence comes in various forms, but whichever way or ways an abuser uses to maintain power and control over the other person, be it physical, sexual, financial, cultural, psychological, emotional, or verbal, domestic violence is never okay. Let me reiterate that. It is never okay for someone to treat another human being as though they are nothing. In a healthy relationship where real love exists, no one's self-worth will be stripped from them. We are here today to raise awareness and to break the silence. In addition to the direct services Voices offers, the agency also focuses on prevention, because the best form of victim service is to prevent sexual and domestic violence before it begins. If we teach our youth what a healthy relationship looks like and how it should make them feel, then perhaps existing cycles will be broken and others will never begin. If society could stop shying away from the conversations that matter and openly talk to teens about all forms of abuse, then perhaps our youth would come to see just how grave the impact of emotional and verbal abuse is, and they will know that unseen wounds do matter. And just maybe, if they felt they could be heard with their voices, they wouldn't feel the need for guns to do the talking for them. Or they wouldn't feel as though their only choice is to remain trapped in an abusive relationship. Voices Against Violence is a necessity in the communities it serves. The agency is the saving grace that helps women adjust their sails so they can find their way out of the storm to serene waters.